sometimes the girl best friends are the most dangerous. And they'll be like, that nigga ain't shit. Nah. Why? What? He got you this for your birthday? Nah, bro, why? What's good, my people? Welcome to Table Talk on Real Talk. It's your boy B2 Juice back again with all the juice, all the flavor. You know how it is. Today we have my man Abeku behind the camera who's going to ask us a couple of questions. And a very special guest today. Someone that I've been meaning to get on the show for a long time. She's very near and dear to my heart. But I'll let her introduce herself so that you guys will get to know her. She has a very lovely voice.
Okay. Hi everyone. My name is Nelly. You can call me Nels short.
See the voice. Charlie, serious. Anyway, yeah, today's episode is going to be really interesting. We have some really interesting questions and topics we're going to be talking about. I'd like to get your take on some of these things because they are somewhat controversial, right?
Okay.
But we like controversy here, you know?
Okay.
Let's spice it up, give it some flavor. Not the Salt Bay cringe things because I'm man there. Nah. Alright, but yeah, Abeku, over to you.
Alright, Charlie. That was a very interesting intro. Thanks for that intro. And welcome once again to the tabletop segment on the Real Talk podcast. As you guys know, I'm going to throw out some questions. I want you to know your takes on it. Then, all right. So, first question: what's your definition of betrayal? And have you guys been betrayed before?
Ooh, that's a hot one.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go first. Yeah.
Okay.
Betrayal, right? What's betrayal safe? You know, because I think.
Trust is broken.
Yeah, but then I think in certain circumstances, right, it's valid.
What circumstances?
Right. Let's say you have like some sort of business endeavor, right, with somebody that is known to be a snake, right?
Okay.
Hold on. What do you mean snake?
Yeah, like he fucks people over, basically, right? He's a prolific snake. We know about this, right? But then when he's working with you, or he or she is working with you, like the person is presenting that persona of like a genuine person, right? And you want to give a person the benefit of the doubt, but then you give a person that benefit of the doubt at some point, it could backfire on you.
Yeah.
So it's all about who betrays who first, right?
Okay.
So in that circumstance, I think the betrayal is warranted because, you know, at the end of the day, that person would have done it to you if you didn't do it to
So
them.
basically, who fucks over the other person?
Exactly. Yeah. Be the first person to do it. Instead of being the victim, right?
I see. Well, I think betrayal is when there's a breach of trust in any, should I say, relationship, be it like any form of relationship, business, between business partners, even parents, child, siblings, friends, teacher, students, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife.
I think the worst betrayal I ever experienced was in high school when we were learning plenty to write WASI and pass and go to university. And telling us that, we should learn that when you finish and you enter the university, nobody will force you to learn. Like, freedom, you can do anything you want.
Wow.
That was the greatest betrayal because I believed it.
Oh.
No, but to some extent that's true.
It isn't true. After university, them go fuck up, people over you.
After death. What? Yeah.
It's like, what are you talking about? So, like, come on.
But you had more freedom in uni than in senior high school.
No. If we're being true to ourselves, right? If you go to university and you actually want to come out as a correct person at the end of the day, there was no freedom. Because you have to learn. Like, nobody will push you to go and learn like in high school and things like that, right? Yeah. But then you'd have to sacrifice time. And those stupid assignments, they give you some fucking deadlines. Look at this. You know, like, it was crazy. But when we're in high school, they were promising that thing. But then I think the main aspect of betrayal, if we're going to be honest, is our relationships. Like, that's the main thing that people usually talk about when we're talking about betrayal, right? And I feel like in relationships, when betrayal comes, like, it's over. Honestly, from my standpoint, I think if you're in a relationship with someone and the person betrays your trust, no matter what you say, I don't think you can ever get that trust back.
I think more often than not, that's what happens.
Yeah, because at every point in time, like, there'll be that thing lingering in the back of your mind that I can't really trust this person anymore, right? Because imagine if it was like the king of all betrayals cheating.
Okay.
Yeah. And I know some people say, oh, if you cheat, depending on the circumstance, I could forgive you and whatnot. Nah, I don't think it's real.
It takes a lot more than just I'll forgive you. Like, first of all, the mental fortitude alone to be able to overcome that must be up there.
But exactly that's what I'm saying. I don't think you're able to. Anyone is able to overcome that.
Well,
Because
I beg to differ because I feel time heals.
that's what people say, and I think nah. Because imagine if we were dating, right, and we had this rapport, the lovey-dovey shit, we're doing all those things. People outside say, then they eye we, right?
Goals.
Yeah, the goals things, right?
like Abeku.
Yeah, like easy. There's 6 years relationships and things, right? Then you cheat on me because I don't cheat. Black men don't cheat, right?
Wow.
Yeah,
Then you
true.
cheat on me, and like I find out and you apologize and things like, oh, it was just a mistake. I didn't really care for the guy. Then I'm like, well, I still love you and what. So let's try and work past this, right? But then during our relationship going forward, anytime you're somewhere that I'm not aware, I'm not privy to the people you're hanging around with or what you're doing there, it will always be at the back of my mind that, what if she's cheating?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You being able to overcome that is going to take a lot. But
I don't think you can ever overcome it.
Well,
I don't think so.
Well, that's in your own opinion.
Yeah, because it's okay. It's not similar to it, but it's kind of like PTSD, right? Like people go through some type of trauma and like they feel like they've overcome it, right? They feel like they've healed and they're moving on and stuff like that. But then there are moments where it comes back.
But there are things that trigger those things to come back. So if they're able to overcome those trigger actions, I think they'll do.
And therapy.
Yeah.
Therapy stuff is real.
Oh,
it is.
And it helps people.
Yeah, it does.
Oh no, but I would like to. I feel like we are damaged one way or the other.
Damage goods.
Fix yourself up.
Media cannot be damaged. I'm the one doing the damaging out here. You know.
I see.
Yeah. We're outside though, you know.
Alright guys, anyway, can you date someone with a chronic condition or someone who has a few less years left to live?
Ooh. Okay. What kind of condition are we saying? Is the person a vegetable?
No, not vegetable, not that kind of
The person is still active and everything, but
active and everything, but like
death is
it's
not
very near, like let's say tops 1 year.
Oh yeah, I'll date that person.
And what would be your reason for this?
Have you watched Me Before You?
Yeah, that's true.
That's going to be a Me Before You situation.
Yeah.
I haven't watched them before. What happened?
Oh, you should
Spoiler
watch
alert, by the way, but what happened?
So there's this girl, she was hired to take care of a quadriplegic. I mean, he had an accident and so he couldn't move.
Who's what?
Quadriplegic.
I don't know what that
That's
is.
why I'm
Somewhat of a
explaining
vegetable.
that,
Okay.
you know, he couldn't move his arms, his legs. He could
So then he was paralyzed, like he's just,
yeah, and the guy, so they got close over the period of time that she was.
Oh, she was his nurse.
Yeah.
Okay.
Caregiver.
Caregiver,
Yeah,
okay.
not nurse, basically. And then they fell in love with each other. But
Hey.
you know, the guy had already decided to go for euthanasia. I mean, have himself killed.
Hey.
Mercy killing.
Okay, I know that, yeah.
uh-huh.
Due to what was okay. I
Yeah,
understand.
I mean, he already had that plan set.
Okay.
And so watching you think that, because he's fallen in love with the girl,
changed his
he
mind.
changed his mind. He actually went through with it, and
Oh,
you can imagine with me that I was watching crying.
that's sad.
I didn't cry.
Yeah.
You're heartless. You know you're heartless.
Yeah, hard guys.
But like that would be very touching. Like,
Yeah.
so like, well, how long did he have left like to live?
No, he didn't have time left to live. He decided he felt like the quality of his life had reduced because he was a very active and he was like, I don't remember if he was the CEO of a company or, but he was a big shot.
He was like
guy.
a
He had a
millionaire.
car accident.
Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. So.
Charlie, that'd be so like.
So as you're asking if I'll do that, it just takes me back to that, and I'm like, would I be willing to go through that?
I mean, it's easier to go through that because you don't have to think about the future because the person is dying anyway.
Charlie, you got heartless.
Yeah. Like, honestly, it's easier, right?
No, so
especially
you would do that.
Yeah, I'll do it, especially if the person is rich. Because that person has the money to spend and like they know they're already going to die. So they'll do all the amazing things that are on my bucket list right now. And like, Charlie, yeah. To be an experience, like think of it, if we're being honest to ourselves, come on, let's not.
You will say that, but when it happens, it will go you small.
Like if the person dies.
Yes.
Of course,
especially if you like the person.
Of course, it will go me small, but we move on. Yeah. Because the thing is that I'm going into it knowing that you're going to die, so even I'll not put all my 2 legs
That's
inside.
what you say. That's what you think. But
Well, if it depends. If the girl is that amazing that I fall in love with her, maybe a bit she make a cry. But at the end of the day, we had fun, innit? I went skydiving and things.
So you can tell. So you're going in for the thrills and the fun and
because
the bucket list.
You see, sometimes the complications in relationships is like when people are thinking of like what's coming next, what's the next step after doing all of this. Like, if I'm with you for so and so years, like what are we going to? Do you get it? But this one, I know that you are dying.
Yes, but even if it's just a year left.
Yeah.
So you be spending your time with that person to the person that don't you know that not that don't you know, but we form bonds out of habits, out of like interacting with people. So if for that year you're continuously interacting with that person. And
the next year I'm going to interact with someone else. A new habit will form.
Wow.
That one there.
Okay. Well, heartbreaks are very you're able to welcome them, huh?
I don't get heartbroken.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Anyways,
one leg in always.
So you said no, you wouldn't, because you don't see yourself in that position like the way you said in the movie.
No,
I'll be very hesitant. Like I'll have to consider a lot of things.
So you would prefer the person die alone? Wow. And I'm the heartless one. Wow.
That's what I said.
Okay.
Anyways, grand wedding or simple wedding?
Simple. For me, simple.
Why simple?
I'll prefer, even if I had my way, right? If the person I was getting married to was on board, I'll prefer we didn't even have like a wedding with a lot of people, maybe just her family and my family, then at a very like enclosed area. And the money would have used to do a grand wedding or anything, and we'll spend that on a honeymoon trip like around the world or something. I think it's better to have like multiple experiences with that person than to have just one big day and like
what
it's all over
afterwards. What if you can have that
afterwards.
big day and then have everything else? That's not to say I want grand, but
No. Why is it necessary?
No.
Why is it necessary to have a big day though? Like, what's I feel like it's just showing off that I'm married.
Oh yeah,
and
there's that culture.
Yeah,
right?
and my wedding was this big.
Well,
so our wedding's overrated.
Very.
Well, for me personally, I wouldn't want grand as in, the flashy kind that is like we are just splurging money unnecessarily. But I don't mind being simple, but then it should be up to my standards.
No, so let's say the funds are there in the millions or in the billions. It's going to take a month of celebration. You can do it.
A month?
I mean, people do weddings like
no, that's too much.
Oh, people do it?
For me, no.
Okay. So you still go with your simple
but then it should be up to my standard.
Okay.
So what's your standard?
Yeah, nice decor, good food.
Event center.
Well, if you don't have a house big enough to have the event.
Ooh, speaking of house, so when you get married, would you prefer your husband to be already has a house, a car, and everything set up before you get married?
Bagna, you missed some questions.
No, because because the way you mentioned a house.
The engagement, because traditionally it's done.
I understand.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I was referring to. So if you don't have a
I like the way
place
she
where
swerved
you
the
can
question.
do that, no, I'll come back to it. If you don't have a place where you can do that, then an event center will come in.
Okay.
But for me, I don't think I have a hard and fast rule about that. If you have all that, it's great. I mean, if you don't, you figure it out.
But what did you guys think about marriages that they go for loans to?
Oh no, that's
exactly. Like, why are you killing yourself?
I really don't agree. Okay, well,
you don't support that idea.
Getting married, or I haven't started the process of marriage, so.
Because this discussion reminds me of something I saw on Twitter the other day. A guy got newly married, right? The love of his life, dated for God knows how many years, and they got married, right? And when they got married, this man told the girlfriend, the wife, that they are building their life together now, right? So he feels like they should try and wait for at least a year or two before they try to have kids, because of like economic yeah. So they should try, like, for the year or two, they should save up money and then have kids afterwards, right? And he was like, he knows social pressure in like Ghana and Africa, right?
Yeah.
So if they ask, she should tell them that they've been trying, but do you get? And for some reason, the wife agreed, right? And for some reason, somewhere along the line, I don't know whether it's the pressure became too much or she just felt like she wants to have kids now. So she now hatched a plan with her mother and the man's mother.
Her
Yeah.
own mother and her mother-in-law.
Yes,
Yeah.
and the mother-in-law to get pregnant. Do you get? So previously the man was using condoms, right? The woman didn't want to use contraceptives because like complications and stuff like that. And then so the plan was that he told the husband that she has changed her mind. She did some research and she feels like the contraceptives will be better to use than the condoms.
So she stopped using condoms.
Yeah, and the man stopped using the condoms. He's enjoying himself, feeling free. And unfortunately for them, when she got pregnant, guess what? Twins.
Wow. Blessing in disguise.
Twins.
That's going to shake their marriage.
No,
You get.
I don't think it will.
It will, because
I mean, if a child is a blessing from God, I mean,
But-
two children are
Right now,
two
there was-
They didn't
blessings.
agree.
Yeah, because right now the first question you asked has come in betrayal,
Mm-hmm.
isn't
To
it?
shake
Yeah.
their marriage.
Yeah, so trust has been broken.
Mm-hmm.
And like,
But you know, hold on. All these forms of contraceptives are not 100%.
well,
Mhm.
well,
They're not
Yeah.
100%. Unless the guy is.
But a condom is 100%.
What's the term? No, condoms are not 100%. Unless
None of
the,
them is 100%.
really. No, can the condom is 99.9.
yes, but still, that's small chance. And if they've, I don't know how long they had this idea.
The
They
condom was expired.
condoms expire?
Yeah.
Really? Bagna, is it true?
If you have some in your wallet,
Probably.
please open and check the expiry date.
Why are you saying if I have some in my
I
wallet?
didn't
Like,
say you. I meant both of you.
I have like 6, but they're in the
Yeah,
car.
so we should be
They're in the
checking.
car.
Yeah, they shouldn't leave them in places like that.
Like it's in a cool place.
Okay, then that's
Oh, your
fine.
AC
But
is
still,
always
you should
on.
be checking the expiry date.
Yeah.
so wait, what happens when you use the condom? By the way, like what happens?
How will a condom expire on a man? I wonder. Well, why would you buy condoms to expire? That means you don't use. So why did you buy it in the first place if you don't have game to pull chicks?
So wait,
There
what
are
happens?
people
So
that-
what I want to understand, what happens when it expires?
I mean, like every other thing, it loses its integrity. I'm assuming here, but I know
Okay.
you're not supposed to use expired condoms. I just haven't
But what if it doesn't have on the lady?
on the lady effect. Oh no, I don't know about that.
Okay.
I mean,
No
if
problem.
it's expired and loses its integrity, that means it won't hold the swimmers in place.
The swimmers,
Yeah.
Michael
Yeah.
Phelps.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phelps and that man.
Well, you don't want. Or you want me to say semen? Okay, it won't hold the semen.
No, I mean you have to be real here.
Yeah, but semen, different thing. Yeah.
Anyways,
People are
Alright.
C.
would you rather have roles in a relationship or in a marriage?
Roles
Yeah.
in a relationship.
Rules
Oh,
as
no.
in
Okay, so you are the breadwinner, you're my boyfriend, so provide ABCD. I'm the girlfriend, I do ABCD. Or in a marriage, I'm the husband, I do this, I'm the wife, I do that.
I think it depends on. I don't agree for relationships, but for marriage, it depends on what you people agree on. Some people want to go traditional, so they go by the whole.
The wife stays in the
breadwinner.
kitchen.
Yeah, but if you.
But
are
what do you think
being-
about that? You think it's a good thing?
Me, as I am, I can't be a housewife, so that's number one. Number two, I also wouldn't. I can't marry a traditional man, a man that does not believe, like the believes that yes, my place is not to help the woman.
Yeah, I understand.
I want somebody that can help me. I want, like, if we have to pull resources to be able to do stuff, we do it. That kind of thing. So I don't believe in the traditional rules per se, but yeah.
I agree and disagree with you, right? I agree with you that like times have changed, right? In the 21st century, women are doing extraordinary things, so we could help each other to grow. And I disagree with you that there should be some sort of defined rules.
Yeah. Oh,
still.
yeah.
Do
So
you get
that's
it?
what I'm saying. It depends on what you agree on.
Yeah, I
Even
don't
with
even
that-
think you have to agree on that. I think it's something that
It's already pre-agreed.
yeah, it's something that should be inherent in like your nature as a person, right? Like for instance, let's say you're a doctor,
I
right?
am.
Let's say you're a doctor, right? Then
Cut that part out.
you're earning X amount, right? Probably even more than me. Okay. And let's say I'm a developer, like a programmer, right? Earning X
Why
amount.
wouldn't you be any more than me?
Let's just say, assuming you're earning more than, let's say, maybe not so much. Let's say like hypothetically you're earning like 8,000 CDs a month and I'm earning like 6,000 CDs a month, right? If we get married and we're pulling resources together and it's already in your nature that like predefined, like I feel like I'm the wife, so I have like my husband is my protector and everything, in as much as we're pooling resources to help each other. But I know that as a wife, I have to take care of my husband. I have to do this kind of things, like take care of the house and stuff like that. He has to go outside and go and do some work and like different types of things. If you have that kind of thing in your nature, okay, there's no point along the line where you feel like, this man self, I'm making more than him. Why is he telling me to do this? Do you get? Because if I have to agree with you that, okay, like as we're getting married, you're my wife, you should do X, 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 and you be like, okay, you to do X, 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 help me with this, and that. At some point, you feel like, now me cry, me 2,000 man and this man, and he's telling me that I should go and wash bowl. Like, who does he think he is? At some point, contempt comes in. Yeah, at some point, contempt breeds in. If it's not inherent in your nature to be this kind of person, and someone is telling you to be this person, changing to be this person, at some point, exactly, you don't. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to talk about it. It has to be in your nature as a person.
So you're saying when you carry on.
I feel like if you don't talk about it, you leave room for unmet expectations.
I won't call it that. I'll call it room for negativity to breed. Because if sad thoughts enters her mind, and it keeps, you don't.
It's in your nature to be that person. Those kind of thoughts don't enter your mind.
Oh, see,
Are you sure?
Like marriage is like so big a deal that you should actually talk about everything.
No,
you should talk about everything. I agree. You should talk about everything, but I don't feel like we should now come and be talking about our rules in the. Nah, I don't think that is necessary. It's as if.
I understand what you're saying.
It's as if you're in unemployment and they're telling you that you are the HR, so you'll be doing this. Like, do you get it?
I understand what you're saying, but we are different human beings.
Yeah. I understand that. So that's why I'm saying that, like, if it's inherent in your nature as a person, do you get it? It's good. But then if it isn't, then you have to have that discussion.
It's inherent in your nature, but the guy is a traditional man. How will that work?
So that's why when you're getting married to, that's why you do the courtship part of the thing. You get to know. Yeah. We're talking about in marriage. So if you get to know that person, you know that inherently, in as much as she's a 21st century woman, but she still has these qualities as a woman that you'd like to make your wife. And you too, when you get to know the man, in as much as he's a 21st century man, but he still has these qualities as a man that would be supportive of his wife, is ready to have her be part of like putting things together for the family and working together as a unit. Then you say, yeah, this is the man I want to marry, and this is the wife I want to marry. But you don't go and marry someone and now have to, or if you are dating someone, you have to now talk about those things, and the person is telling that, oh, me, I don't usually like these things. And you're like, no, I want you to do these things if we're going to get married. Nah, you get it.
I agree with you, but okay.
Yeah, we agree to disagree. That's why people are different.
I get both of you, but like, I mean, it's your opinion, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so would you be okay if your partner has a best friend of the opposite sex?
No.
If the person was there before I met the person, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, nah, I would mind.
I wouldn't mind. But then if it's like that person was not there, and then now this person comes, hey,
I feel like, right, I'm speaking from a man's point of view, right? If your best friend of the opposite sex is not gay, right, anytime he gets a chance, he'll be there to replace me. It's facts. It's facts. If we're being true to ourselves, these stories, we've heard them over and over and over again. It's nothing new, right? And it doesn't change. The narrative never changes. Do you get it? So if I come in dating and you have a male best friend, and what we're doing is serious and we know where we're taking it to, that male best friend can no longer be a best friend. I beg you now. I'm now your new male best friend. Please.
So your roles have become two. You are the boyfriend and the best friend.
I'm 1 and 2 safe. I'm the boyfriend, the best friend, the lover, the advisor, the therapist, everything.
Yeah, but I have come across, stuff where they say that the person shouldn't assume all those rules. You should actually have.
Me. Come to me. Tell me everything. I'll tell you everything.
Can do all
let's do it together. I don't want your best friend to know anything. It's between me and you.
So what if it was a girl?
If it's a girl, they're cool. No, even the girl self, no. The girl self. Sometimes the girl best friends are the most dangerous.
Hey.
And they'll be like, that nigga ain't shit. Nah. Why? What? He got you this for your birthday? Nah, bro, why? You get? No, best friend self is dangerous. Best friends are dangerous.
But then what do you think?
Well, like I said, if okay, me being a lady, if I meet a guy, the vibe is all that, and then we proceed to be in a committed relationship. If he has a female best friend, if he had that person before I came in the picture, of course I need to be comfortable with the person, so I need to have all the assurance that you guys are like strictly platonic, right? And provided I'm assured, I have no doubts, and the person was there before me, I think I'd be okay with it, of course. But
it will always be at the back of your mind
that's what I'm saying. If I have, like, it's been proven without, like, I don't know how to.
There's no reasonable doubt that.
More about the person was there, has been your best friend all this while.
It really wasn't the reason why the person should.
I'm not going to tell you to stop being. Of course, I expect that there should be some
clear-cut boundaries.
Yeah, but I mean, if maybe you could have sleepovers and things. Oh, now, of course, you can't do that.
Oh, what's wrong?
Oh, I'm being honest here. I won't be exactly comfortable with that. I mean, if you guys were on
we're doing that before you came to the picture.
The person I'm close to in school, sometimes I could sleep over at her place. And that's what I'm saying. I'm using that as an example. But then, yes. So, but then, here's the case. I meet you. There was nobody of that sort. Then all of a sudden, like, now you have like a female best friend.
Hey, there's a problem somewhere.
I agree that your partner, the best. I feel like the best relationships are the ones where you guys are the best of friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then of course, you're also lovers and then all that. But
you fight, but you make sure you reconcile before the sun goes down.
Yeah. So, like the argument sex.
Unless you don't get chance.
It's very, very wonderful.
All right. So, would you guys be comfortable in a long distance relationship?
No. Straight no.
Why are you looking at me, Nels?
It works for some people.
I said, are you comfortable?
Well, I've tried it before.
And? Yes, exactly.
No, but I'm not. I mean, of course, even with that one, I had to consider a lot of factors. Yeah. So I feel like these things, they're always multifactorial. Are you willing to?
It's just not worth it. Honestly.
I know a couple that they did long distance and now they are married. And then they are doing well.
And they were faithful to each other throughout that time period.
Oh, yeah. Well, I assume so.
You would assume so. Exactly.
But not, not everybody is bad.
Nah. So no one is like him.
No, like, let's be true to ourselves as human beings. As soon as you've experienced what is on the other side of the river, you can't say that you sit down.
What's that supposed to mean?
The river. Men, when you experience that river, that ocean, that lake, that wonderland, you can't tell me that you'll be sitting down in a long distance relationship for God knows how many months, how many years. Charlie, come on, let's be real. Even women self, when someone is able to take you to that point where you experience that first sensational awareness awakening, yeah, you can't honestly tell me that you won't be trying to get to that point again, sitting down for years.
I'm not disputing the fact of what you're saying, but I'm also saying that it works for some people.
It's all lies. I don't believe it.
I believe it can work. If it works for you,
because I feel like, okay, it's not everyone, but I feel like most of us, most human beings, are pretty physical. Like when it comes to like affection and stuff like that, most people prefer physical presence, physical contact, right? And you can't say you'd be in a long distance relationship if you're that kind of person. It won't work. And even if it works, then you're lying to each other. Do you get it?
There's a third person keeping the other one.
Exactly.
There's a third person keeping the other one.
Yeah. Like there was a houseboy or something that is arranging things.
Houseboy.
Even if you are in Ghana here safe and you are some certain areas, it's a long distance relationship. You shouldn't.
Which areas?
For instance, let's say you live in Spintex, right? And your boyfriend is in Castle. That's a long distance relationship. You shouldn't do it. It's not worth it. A place that you have to travel like over 2 hours to get there. Why?
I mean, if there's no traffic, it'll take you about an hour and a half.
Even there was no traffic, 1.5. Why?
But it's still not that long. It's not long.
You should date someone where if there was no traffic, it would take a person 10 minutes maximum to get to where
Your
you are.
girlfriend lives in your neighborhood.
Oh yeah. Shout out to all my girlfriends out there. I love you all.
All right, so the last one. What's the highest body count your partner should have before you date them?
I honestly don't think body count is necessary.
Yeah.
I don't think you should factor that in.
What you don't know,
Yeah.
Okay.
But on the flip side, I'll prefer a partner with a high body count. That shows that you're experienced. Do you get it?
Preach.
You know exactly. But we like sometimes the bed sheet has to be destroyed, like to the point where if you wash it, you have to go and burn it. Do you get?
Are you serious?
Yeah. No, you see, one thing that I feel like I don't have any facts to back this, but I feel like something that is very important in let me not say relationships, in marriages, is good sex, right? If the sex is very good, there's no way you go outside to go and look for anything. Do you get it? But if you go and marry a woman that's, let's see, the gok is not 3,000. Do you get it? The gok is like on 500. Yeah, Charlie.
Oh, 500.
500. You look at it, we're talking of 3,000, and you did 500. Do you get?
Well, something
something like this, then you go and see some Abeku for the rooftop. And she gives you the sign that the gok is on 7,000. Look at this. But if your wife can give you the gok is on 10,000, why would you go and look at Abeku? Do you get it? And the only way her gok will reach that 10,000 is through experience. Do you get it? Because even in workplaces, right, the more experience you have, the better you are at the job. Do you get? So I think like this is a two-sided coin on this one. Sometimes you don't want to know, but then if you know it is a healthy number, it's a
What do you mean healthy number?
it's a good thing.
What do you mean healthy number?
A healthy number, you know that she has, this gesture. Yeah, power woman. Yeah, it's good. I feel like, think about if, let's say you're dating a man, right? And you don't know his body count, right? But then from the action there, you can see that this man, rich. Then you go get a young stallion, a young buck, right? Comes and pull up, takes you to the other level. 4 rounds flat. Come on, what are you talking about? If your husband will do that to you, will you even look at anybody again? Husband will make you hold bed sheet and tears and scratch his back and things. And hey. Yeah. That one is all from experience. Because for film, he has done everything before. Do you get it? But I think like if you have someone that has experience, right, you don't necessarily have to say a lot during like the process. Do you get it? They just know. And it's beautiful when the person just knows and you don't have to direct the person. Because if you are directing the person, it's like, well, I'm doing a movie. Like, come on.
No. I get what you mean, but sometimes
sometimes
so you have to talk about.
Yeah, no, sometimes you can talk.
Should go a little more this way.
Yeah. But if the person has experience, if they go a little more, then you know that okay, this is what she means.
What if your anatomy is different?
Yeah, still. That's why if you have more experience, you've experienced different anatomies. Do you get it? Yeah. You become a doctor in your own rights. Do you get it? Yeah.
Every day we learn something new.
You Bob. Imagine if his head game is head to his experience. You don't just stand up and come and give head. You go over you. So yeah. I think in a perfect world, it'd be two-sided, actually. Healthy numbers are good. You agree?
For me, I don't think knowing the number is necessary. Even if you get to know. Well, I won't even ask you how many.
Yeah. Now, what if he
I'd like to ask.
What if he willingly says? He willingly tells you.
That's on him.
Okay.
I honestly don't.
It won't change the way you would see him.
That's why I honestly prefer not to know. Yeah.
The more you
don't
fuck
want
What
to
around,
help
matters is that you
number.
have experience.
the more you fuck
Yeah,
around.
yes. Exactly. Experience is the important thing.
What if the person has the number and then still
Still,
Now and
that's
then,
very questionable.
Now there's questionable. Then the number is a lie. Yeah.
Numbers don't lie.
Yeah. The number is a lie. I mean, we have to go and investigate.
Yeah.
You get? If your numbers, everybody is saying that trash, and bro, your number, you shouldn't talk about it. You should be shy. At least I feel like everybody has like 1 or 2 trash moments. Like nowadays, everybody should have it. If you don't have it, you're a liar. Everybody should have that 1 or 2 trash moments where you go to know that okay, and you're gonna see. You get it? Then afterwards, then you become an expert in your crafts. You get it? Yeah.
Charlie, thanks for coming to the tabletop segment of the Real Talk podcast. Any shout outs, any last words?
Yeah, so shout outs to all the real niggas out there, keep doing your thing, keep breaking these backs, young bulls, Charlie, for slack, under 30, have fun.
Nels, anything for your fans, the viewers?
Kindly like, comment, subscribe, share.
And should we tell them all?
Who? Tell who what?
We're starting an OnlyFans. It will be linked.
Hey!
He's lying. Now don't be linked in the description below. This is the family show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe like Nelly said. Catch you in the next episode. Peace.